We got a question about how we are conducting this kind of 200-hour life cycle test. And we've been doing it both at the factory level, where we're running 4 or 5 pumps concurrently, basically from December to January. And we're also running a test here in Toronto on one of the pumps. And we're doing actual testing throughout 200 hours, both trying to replicate some stop-start, that kind of thing. But we're actually running the unit, and we're also measuring kind of whether there's any performance degradation over time, whether that's resulting from a wear in the motor or wear in the pump. So we're getting some good data, but the answer is we're actually running most of these units 200 hours and then figuring out are there any weak points or what parts of the unit are kind of degrading over time. And those improvements will be implemented into the production version of the 2.0. One of the big challenges that we had with the VE52 were people using 50-foot hoses and then that causing the well-known surging issue. Absolutely, we've considered this for the 2.0, knowing that a lot of our customers will be using a 50-foot hose on the unit, and we've specifically designed the auto cutoff and the way the pump kind of pressurizes to minimize any chance of this surging issue. We get a question around why are there such kind of varying performance, fluctuating performance on the VE52. Well, the truth is there's a lot of different household circuits out there, a lot of different water inlet pressures. And I think if you measure a VE52, in one state with one electric current and water flow versus another, you're gonna get slightly different results. That is a bit tough to manage around. You're never gonna get perfect results because, again, electricity and water flow changes from place to place. But what we've tried to do, and that was kind of the whole intent of our testing station, is to really make consistent our testing parameters to hopefully deliver the most consistent performance to you guys. Will the 2.0 be serviceable? The answer is no. The design of the pump and motor would have to be radically changed in order to allow the unit to be serviceable. At the price point that we're trying to get to for this product, it really didn't make sense for us to really kind of implement those serviceability design points into the pump. We don't view this as a purely commercial unit. This is really for the enthusiast guy that wants the best performance, that wants their unit to last a bit longer, or uses their pressure washer a bit more frequently than the average DIY user. And we just didn't see that was the same customer that would be opening up the unit and changing the seals and so forth. We do have a new development right now, or I should say an ongoing development, that will incorporate serviceability into the pump design and allow users to kind of maintain and service the pumps themselves. That obviously is targeting a much more commercial user, and we'll give you more information as that product kind of continues to mature. One of the biggest questions is, what will the price be for the 2.0? Right now, we're targeting about $300 to $350, depending on where the cost ends up. There's been a lot of commodity fluctuations. There's been a big supply chain disruption in the last kind of couple of years. So we're really trying to bring it in at what we think is a super valuable price relative to the performance and longevity of the product. When will we be able to buy the 2.0? We are undergoing certification right now. We've completed the majority of the tooling, and we're hoping to get production started by the end of April, May, and hope it lands in the US sometime around June or July. Will the active VE52 and the 2.0 be sold together? Yes, they'll be sold side by side. We think they're slightly different customers. The VE52 was really meant to be kind of the best performing, highest value pressure washer on the market. Benchmarked to what is currently on the market in terms of longevity and size and price. The 2.0 is really a different animal. It really is trying to target a different customer. Again, that customer that values longevity, values that kind of extra 10% of performance that they're going to be able to get out of it. And then obviously the use case is a little bit different in the sense that there's no storage and organization features on the unit. So we think that there is that space in the market for both of them. And last, for our Canadian customers, there's been some questions around, will the 2.0 be available under Simonize in Canada? That remains to be seen. Obviously, Canadian Tire is an important partner of ours, and many of the developments on the 2.0 will find a home in the Simonize program at some point. We don't know exactly when. We're actually planning 2023 and 2024 right now. So there certainly will be a way for our Canadian customers to buy the product.